Join us as we spend New Year's camping with our truck camper. It's New Year's Eve 2023 and we're currently visiting Maine and New Hampshire to enjoy some hiking and truck camping. Kate, Coco, and I are currently in New Hampshire and we're at Handcock Campground. We're taking Coco on a walk around the campsite before we start our day. The first thing we're going to be doing after this is hiking Canon Mountain. I believe no matter the season, this is always a first come, first serve campground. But in the summer season, they do have a host here where you can also buy firewood from. You can see there's no host here today. That's the main road right there in Loon Mountain Ski Resort. It's probably like 2 miles down this way. It's basically like one big loop. We're staying down this way at Site 44, I believe. It is a self-pay campground. In the winter, there's only 2 campgrounds that are open in the White Mountain National Forest. There's this one, Handcock Campground near Lincoln. Then there's also another one open called Barnesfield Campground, and that's more towards Gorham. You can see these people have a big camper. That looks like a little homemade trailer off of like one of those Harbor Freight trailers. We're gonna get our stuff ready to go and we'll see you at Canon Mountain. Looks like a car went off the road up here. We just walked Coco and now we're putting her back in the car. Come on, Coco, time to go back in. Come on. Good girl. I think Kate has all of her layers on and she's about to be very warm. She's gonna have to take some off because you can see it's really steep up here. It's about 20 degrees, but I'm sure we'll get really hot up here. And it's 3.8 miles to 4 miles in total. I'm not sure how much I'm gonna film, but I'll see you when we get to the top for sure. You can see I have micro spikes on. We don't have snowshoes because there's not enough snow, but usually in the winter you need to have snowshoes with you. And it's 11:56 for timekeeping purposes. And I will check in a bit. I think it's been like an hour and 5 minutes now, and I think we're almost done with the steep part, but I'm not sure. And you can see we're not gonna have any view. And it's really cloudy, but it is cool.
Hi.
We just saw people and they said we're almost there, and I believe them. We're like out on the exposed spot now, and we don't have any view. Looks like we're here. This is a bigger tower than I was expecting. Wow, it's so windy and cold. It's probably dropped like 20 something degrees ever since we came up to the exposed part. And here we are back in the truck, and in total it was 3 hours and 50 minutes and we did 4.6 miles of hiking. We have more diesel left than I thought we would, but I'm still going to fill it up before we go back to the campsite. Coco was really happy to see us. She's been eating the snow out here. Come on, Coco. Coco enjoyed her little walk. We're just having a snack here. It's 25 degrees out and 57 in here. We have an awesome view. I think we're gonna head out soon and head back to Lincoln and go to a grocery store and then head back to our campsite. I'm not sure what mountains we're looking at, but we're in the lot of the Canon Mountain ski area. I think Coco is ready to go on a walk again. I think we're gonna walk her and then head back to Lincoln. All right. We got everything packed up and now we're leaving. There's not too many cars left, but there were a good amount of hikers today. I'm sure people are here for skiing as well. We have about 15 minutes until we're back in Lincoln, and I'll see you there when we're at the grocery store.
I don't think we do.
It's exactly 6 o'clock. So at this point, we're just gonna be heading back to Handcock Campground, and I wonder how full it'll be. There are some free spots up here, but we like being further back because you're further away from the main road. And I think right here is a 4-wheel camper on a Dodge truck, which is pretty cool. These stairs really are nice, but they're definitely too wide for here. Coco's excited to be getting out. Good job. I got it. I've never really talked about it specifically, but this light up here is an aftermarket light that we added. It's like a 16-inch light, I believe, from Super Bright LEDs. It's just like a wash flood light that's meant to go on the side of a RV or camper or whatever. And it works really well. We just have it on a switch tied into the camper battery, so we can't turn it on unless we go inside the camper. But it would be nice to be able to turn on from the truck for backing up purposes. Just turning on the propane. Should we go on a little walk, Coco, before we head into the camper? You can hear the nice sound of the river. It's the East Pemigewasset River, I believe. And there is a path down to it right up this way. Here's that path. It's really not that far down, and we did walk down there and the water is flowing pretty good. I decided to walk Coco around the whole loop, so now we're over near the tents only walk-in site area. It's definitely colder out. I can definitely tell it's a lot colder than last night. And here we are. It's our spotlight still on. That probably took us like 10 or 15 minutes. We got this peach and mango wine from the store to celebrate New Year's Eve with. And I'm just gonna let it chill by putting it outside on the tailgate. And then I'll show you what we're having for dinner. Tonight for dinner, we're having sweet potato fries. We just cut up the sweet potatoes, and we're gonna be making steak as well. Later tonight, after dinner, we're making a special hot chocolate, similar to one we had when we visited New York City last week before Christmas. I think we're gonna do steak in the big pan and the sweet potato fries in the smaller pan. I think it's really cool how these all can fit together, so that way it packs down to a small spot. For the steak, we're gonna be using this buttery steakhouse rub, and then on the sweet potato fries, I'm gonna be putting this garlic rub on them. I feel like my favorite kitchen utensil that we have with us are these little tongs, and we got them for $1 at the dollar store. I think our wine is probably cooled down enough at this point. And we got this one also because it's a twist off.
Cheers for the new year.
Cheers. This is really good.
Yeah, I like it.
You can see I switched the pans around. The steak is basically done. These are not yet. The reason why I switched them is because this burner is actually bigger than this one. And I got this window open all the way to get the fumes going out that way. And we also have our Max Air fan on.
This looks so good. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Hopefully it is good.
I'm sure it will be.
The buttery steakhouse seasoning on the steak is great. If you've never tried it before, it's definitely worth a try. If you're wondering what this white stuff is, it's cottage cheese and it has little pineapple chunks in it. We've never had it before and we thought we'd give it a try. And it's pretty good, but it's not our favorite. We're all cleaned up from dinner now. Coco's chewing her chewy on her blanket over here. You can see I brought in our water jug. We used this 5-gallon Scepter water can with a little 12-volt pump inside of it for our water in the wintertime, because we don't want our other water tank that's outside for our sink to freeze, so we just don't use that at all. And since it was 22 degrees off when we turned off the truck, I decided to move it in here. It's pretty empty. I think tomorrow we're probably going to use the little hand well pump across the street to fill it up again. I think we're going to take Coco on another walk and then make the hot chocolate we told you about earlier. We're all just enjoying hanging out together, and we decided before we walk Coco again, we're going to watch something. You ready? Come on down. Are you going to be good, or are you going to try to jump off these stairs? No, 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 no. Don't jump off, please. We bought the stairs. Okay, good. Where do you want to go, Coco? Coco, are you ready for some hot chocolate?
We're gonna make hot chocolate, and we had Max Brenner hot chocolate when we went into New York City. Max Brenner's like this chocolate restaurant that has a lot of chocolate desserts like fondue and hot chocolate, and they have other food as well there. So basically we're gonna make hot chocolate by first boiling this macadamia milk and then putting these chocolate chips in it. And I think it would be even better if we used actual milk and cream, but hopefully this turns out pretty good. We're gonna do 3 cups of this milk, and we're gonna bring it till it's almost boiling, and then we're gonna do about like half of that bag or so of the chocolate chips. The recipe called for 200 grams, which I don't really bake in grams that often, but the bag says that it's 340 grams. Cool, that looks like it'll be a lot of hot chocolate for us. It tastes good, the milk.
We think this is all melted together now, and it's smelling really good. It's definitely good and not too hot. So I'm glad we made it. It's pretty similar to the one we had in New York City, but I feel like the one we had there had nicer chocolate or was slightly sweeter or something, but this is still good. It's 11:40 now, so it's almost 2024, but not yet. I just found this little candle that we've been keeping in here. It's this little balsam fir tiny candle, and it smells really good. It's very strong, even though it's small. Actually, I think this was from the Chestertown ice cream parlor. It's 11:58, we've got 2 minutes to go. This is probably the least exciting thing you can do on New Year's. We're just staring at a candle. Coco's sleeping, Kate's reading her book, but it's been nice. It's 61 degrees in here. We have the fan open still, and it's really comfortable. Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
Coco, Happy New Year! Are you ready for it? It's 2024. She just woke up. Okay, New Year's celebration is over. I'm gonna take Coco out one more time and then it's off to bed. That's pretty much it. We don't know. We might stay here again. We might drive south, but we'll have to see, and we'll see you in the morning. Good morning, Coco. How'd you sleep? It's like 9:30, I think we slept in. I thought we got some snow, but I guess I was wrong. Well, you can see our neighbors are gone, which is too bad because I wanted to see that four-wheel camper in the daylight. I don't know if I said this yesterday, but our water's empty and you can hear the pump like jiggling around in there. We're gonna fill it up at this water station. I think it took like 10 pumps, but the water's finally coming out. This is what the inside looks like. There's our little pump and the wire for their 12-volt plug, and then the bottom just has a little connector on it. And then this is an up-close look at the faucet. It's from SureFlow. We just walked around a little more and changed, and we both had yogurts for breakfast. Now we're gonna head into Lincoln. I decided that before we head out of here, since we don't know if we'll be back here tonight or going somewhere else, that I should empty our cassette toilet. I'm just gonna be like dumping it into the porta potty over here. We just drove an hour south because we decided we're gonna go hike this fire tower called Oak Hill Fire Tower, and we're almost there.
Your destination is on the left.
This is it. It's full. We're at the trailhead and we just had salads for a very late lunch. We just walked Coco a little bit and she's in the truck right here. This is called the Oak City Forest Hiking Trailhead, and we're about to start the hike up to the fire tower, and it should take 2 hours in total. And we should have a nice sunset view if we're up there at the right time. We definitely can't be staying here tonight, but that wasn't our plan anyways. The sunlight is awesome today. I don't think we're gonna be seeing any snow on this trail. It's a lot less steep compared to yesterday, and I'll see you when we get to the top. You made it. It's already really pretty from down here. I'm sure the view from the top of the tower is going to be great. And according to Strava, it was 2.1 miles to this point from our car, and it took us about 40 minutes. Those look really steep.
They feel really, really steep, especially compared to the fire tower we did yesterday.
This is awesome. And they are really steep.
We have a really clear, nice day for this.
Yeah, this is great. This really is great no matter what way you look. It's too bad the actual cab is closed. There's a nice lake over here. And we're back, and there's definitely not a lot of cars here anymore, but there's a good amount of people on the trail still. We're back, Coco. How are you doing? Where is she, just laying?
She's just laying.
You want to come outside? No, 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 no. Good, use the stairs. Thank you. Strava said in total it was 4.38 miles and an hour and 40 minutes. I know we didn't do a ton today, but we still had a very nice day. We really enjoyed that hike. Wasn't too long, wasn't too short, I think we're gonna drive 30 minutes south now and go to a brewery and probably stay over at a Planet Fitness parking lot. I think that's gonna wrap up the video for today. And as always, thanks for watching.